You know that specific fantasy everyone has? It's probably around February.
Why go this one?
You're at your desk, it's gray outside, maybe it's raining, and you start scrolling through photos.
And there it is. The villa, the infinity pool.
The sunset over the Andaman Sea. And your brain just whispers, I could live
Or
here.
at the very least, I should own a piece of this. It's the paradise trap. We've all been there.
Exactly. But today we're going to find out if that trap is actually a gold mine.
Hmm.
We're doing a deep dive into the Phuket real estate market.
And this is key. We're not just guessing here.
No, this isn't based on travel blogs. Our source material for this is a really comprehensive guide from Ocean Worldwide.
And they're the real deal. They're a luxury agency that's been on the ground in Phuket since 2004.
That's 2 decades. The agency is directed by Sandra O'Neill, and she has personally helped, thousands of families and investors navigate this market.
Right. Through everything. Tsunamis, coups, booms, busts, pandemics, you name it.
So that 20 years of context is something you just can't Google. When they give advice, it comes from seeing what works and what really, really doesn't.
Exactly. Patterns emerge. And the core idea we're exploring today is, well, it's completely counterintuitive. It goes against every buyer's first instinct.
Which is, buy what you see when it looks its most beautiful.
Correct. So Ocean Worldwide asks this central question. We all visit Phuket when the weather's perfect, but does that mean it's the best time to actually buy?
And spoiler alert for everyone listening, the answer is a hard no.
Not even close.
So our mission today is to decode these seasonal rhythms. We'll break down this seasonal paradox, run the numbers on currency, and look at 3 very different investment strategies.
Basically turn that emotional, I want a holiday home feeling into a cold, hard asset strategy.
Okay, let's start with that seasonal paradox. The source material makes it so clear that the best time to visit and the best time to buy are.
Almost polar opposites. It's an inverse relationship.
So let's talk about high season. That's November to April.
Roughly, yes. The postcard months.
Blue skies, calm seas, everyone's happy. The island is buzzing.
And it's packed. Restaurants are full, hotels are at 100%, and naturally a lot of those tourists look around and think, I want to buy this feeling.
Exactly. So demand just spikes.
And the sellers aren't dumb. They know this.
Not at all. They know if you don't make an offer, the person flying in from Dubai next week probably will.
So forget about negotiating a deal.
It's basically non-existent. You are paying the sunshine premium. There's no incentive for them to drop the price.
Okay, so if I'm smart, I'm keeping my wallet shut in December. When, according to Sandra O'Neill's advice, do I open it?
You open it in the green season,
The green season.
June through August, maybe September.
Which is a very polite term for the rainy season.
It is, but let's be fair, monsoon scares people.
Yeah.
In Phuket, it's not like it rains for 3 months straight.
Right. It's more like a heavy downpour in the afternoon, and then it clears up.
Exactly. It's lush, it's beautiful. But the key thing is, the tourist numbers just plummet. And in that silence, there's an opportunity.
That's where the leverage shifts. That seller who wouldn't take your call in January, now they haven't had a viewing in 3 weeks.
They're getting motivated, my favorite real estate term.
Very motivated. You'll see asking prices drop. But the source points out a second benefit that's maybe even more valuable.
What's that?
The luxury of time.
So you're not being rushed.
In high season, it's all frenzy. Buy now or it's gone. In the green season, you can breathe. You can visit a property 3-4 times. You can negotiate properly.
Ocean Worldwide uses a great analogy. It's like buying a winter coat in July.
Or the old iPhone model the day before the new one drops. You're buying the exact same asset, the same view, the same pool. You're just taking advantage of a market inefficiency.
You're zigging when everyone else sags.
Precisely.
But okay, let's zoom out. It's not just about weather. Buying property in Thailand has this whole other financial layer that's, totally different from buying in the UK or the US.
Right. We have to talk about the currency play.
This was the part of the guide that really blew my mind. Because it's not just about interest rates, it's the exchange rate.
It's a massive factor. And first, just for context, Ocean Worldwide points out that Phuket is already a fraction of the cost of places like the Maldives or parts of the Caribbean.
So you're already starting from a better value proposition.
A much better one. But here's the currency play. Real estate deals in Thailand are done in Thai baht, or THB.
Okay. But I'm an international buyer, so my money is in dollars or euros or pounds.
So let's run a quick scenario. You find a villa for 10 million baht. That price is fixed for the seller.
Right. They want their 10 million baht.
If you buy when, say, the exchange rate is 30 baht to $1.
Okay.
That villa costs you roughly $333,000.
333K.
Got it. Now let's imagine the dollar gets stronger against the baht, a very realistic swing, and the rate moves to 36 baht to the dollar.
The seller still wants 10 million baht.
Yes. But for you, that 10 million baht now only costs about $277,000.
Wait, hold on. You just saved over $50,000.
Just on the wire transfer, you haven't even negotiated the price of the house.
That's a new car. That's the entire furniture budget.
It's a huge built-in discount. And imagine if you combine that with the green season price drop. You could be getting a 20 or 30% better deal than the person who bought in January.
But doesn't that volatility make it a risky bet?
That's the point about resilience the source makes. Phuket as a brand is so global. It's not reliant on one country's economy. It pulls buyers from Europe, Russia, China, Australia, the US.
A diversified portfolio of tourists and buyers.
Exactly. So it always bounces back. It's a stable, long-term bet.
Okay, so we've timed the season, and we're watching the currency like a hawk. Now what? What are we actually doing with the property? The guide from Sandra O'Neill's team is very clear that one size does not fit all.
No. They lay out 3 distinct strategies. The 3 fighters, as I like to call them. You have to pick the one that matches your goals.
I like that. Choose your fighter. Let's meet fighter number 1, the passive income strategy.
This is the rental play. It's for the investor who wants what we call mailbox money.
You buy it, furnish it, hand the keys over, and the income shows up.
You're not emotionally attached. It's a numbers game. And the source suggests you can get solid yields around 6 to 8% a year.
But there's a catch. It can't be that easy.
The catch is the occupancy math. Amateurs get burned here. They visit in December, see everything is booked solid, and they build a spreadsheet assuming 90% occupancy year-round.
Which is a complete fantasy.
It's a delusion. You have to budget for the dip. High season, yeah, 80–90% full, but in the low season, that could drop to 40%. If your plan doesn't work at 50% occupancy, you can't afford the property.
Okay, so fighter 1 is steady, but requires realism. What's fighter number 2?
The moderate strategy. This is about land and leases.
This sounds more like a long-term play.
It is. You're not so worried about the monthly rent. You're betting on capital appreciation. You want the land itself to be worth double in 10 years.
Okay, the elephant in the room. As a foreigner, can I actually own land in Thailand?
The short answer is no. Foreigners cannot own freehold land in their own name.
So, how does this work?
It's all done legally through structures like long-term leases. A 30-year lease registered at the land office, usually with renewals. You don't own the dirt, but you own the building on it and have secure control of the land.
That might feel a little strange for someone coming from a Western market.
It can, but it's very common, and if done with a reputable firm like Ocean Worldwide, very secure. And the reason people do it is simple. Land values in prime Phuket have been seeing double-digit growth.
You're betting on the scarcity of paradise. They aren't making any more of it.
Exactly.
All right, give me fighter number 3, the aggressive one.
The aggressive strategy. Off-plan developments.
You're buying a property that doesn't exist yet, just a blueprint.
You're buying a rendering and a promise, yes, before a single brick is laid.
Why on earth would anyone do that? It sounds stressful.
For the discount. Because you're
Okay.
taking on the construction risk, the developer gives you a much lower entry price.
And if it all goes to plan,
The moment it's finished, the value jumps. You've created instant equity. We're talking potential returns of 15, maybe 20% on completion.
but the risk is huge. The developer could run out of money or cut corners.
Of course. That's why your due diligence here has to be flawless. You investigate the developer's track record, not just the glossy brochure. It's high risk, high reward.
So let's talk about the island itself. I think many people have an old image of Phuket. But the source material describes a place that's a serious residential hub now.
It's completely transformed. It's not just for retirees anymore. You have digital nomads, entrepreneurs, families moving from Singapore and Hong Kong for the lifestyle.
What's driving that change?
Infrastructure.
Yeah.
World-class international hospitals, top-tier international schools like British International and UWC.
And the shopping, I hear.
Huge modern shopping centers like the Central Complex. You have fiber optic internet. It's a real city that just happens to be on a tropical island.
Which gives the property market a stable baseline of residents, not just tourists.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that leads to the menu of options for property types.
Okay, let's run through the menu. What's the entry point?
Condominiums. Legally, this is the simplest path. Foreigners can own condos freehold in their own name up to a certain quota in the building.
So I get a title deed that's actually mine.
Yes, it's the safest asset. Maintenance is easy. You get shared pools, gyms, security. It's a great starting point.
Okay, main course.
The beachfront villa, the absolute dream.
But the guide from Ocean Worldwide attaches a big warning label to this one.
One word, salt.
So,
The salt in the air is relentless. It corrodes metal, warps wood, destroys electronics. Your maintenance budget for a true beachfront property will be sky high.
so it's beautiful, but it costs a lot to keep it that way.
High price tag, high maintenance, but also a very high wow factor.
And for dessert.
Luxury estates and penthouses.
Yeah.
This is for the buyer who wants ultimate privacy, gated compounds, huge gardens. They don't want to see a neighbor. The castle approach.
All right, so we've picked a strategy and a house type. Now comes the part that scares everyone. The paperwork.
Navigating the jungle.
The source says buying without an agent is like walking through a jungle without a map. Is it really that bad?
I'd say that's an understatement. The legal system, the language, the potential for scams, you absolutely need an expert guide.
This is where a team like Sandra O'Neill's, with their 20 years of experience, becomes essential.
You need someone to do the critical checks. There are 3 layers.
I'll layer one.
Legal. Check in the title deed, the shenote. Is the seller the real owner? Are there any liens on the property? Basic but critical.
Layer 2.
Financial. You need to look at the sinking fund.
The sinking fund. Explain that.
It's a collective pot of money all the owners pay into for major building repairs, like a new roof or repainting. If that fund is empty and the roof starts leaking,
You're getting a very large, unexpected bill.
instantly. And layer 3, this is my favorite, is the physical check.
Which brings us right back to our timing strategy.
Exactly. This is why buying in the rainy green season is a masterstroke.
You want to see the house when it's miserable.
You want to stress test it. In the sunshine, every house looks perfect. But during a torrential downpour,
That's when you find the leaks.
you find the leaks, you see if the garden floods, you check if the gutters can handle the water. You are seeing the house at its absolute worst, which is the best time to inspect it.
That is such a simple, brilliant piece of advice.
It saves people a fortune in hidden repair costs.
So, to pull this all together, the theme seems to be about control. You can't control the market, but you can control your entry point.
It's arbitrage. You're buying when others aren't looking, and you're planning to rent when everyone wants to be there.
Buy low in the rain, rent high in the sun.
That's the ideal model. But the guide ends with a really important philosophical question.
The heart versus wallet dilemma.
Right. After all this talk about ROI and yields, you have to ask yourself, why are you really buying?
Because if this is a legacy home for your family, the math changes.
Completely. The perfect investment property, a small, easy-to-rent condo, might be a terrible place for your family holiday. And that gorgeous, secluded villa you love might be a poor rental investment.
You can't always have both.
Rarely. You have to be honest about your primary goal. That clarity is everything.
And I suppose that's the value of an experienced guide like Sandra O'Neill, to help you be honest with yourself.
To say, I know you love the view from this villa, but for your retirement goals, the numbers just don't work. That honesty is priceless.
So if someone listening is ready to at least look at the map or maybe see what a green season deal looks like, where should they go?
Go to the source. You have to visit oceanwwp.com.
That's oceanwwp.com.
You can see all the listings, of course. But the real value is connecting with Sandra and her team. In a market like this, their 2 decades of experience isn't just a bonus, it is your safety net.
Absolutely. Whether you're chasing that aggressive off-plan return or just want a quiet place to watch the rain and check for leaks.
And check the exchange rate.
Always check the exchange rate. Thanks for diving in with us.
My pleasure.
We'll catch you on the next deep dive. Until then, keep asking the hard questions.